What's going on, everybody? Subscribe to the channel. And we're going to talk about why there is no stress. Now, a lot of people think it's common to have stress, which to some degree, if you always have stress in your life, you're not going to know what it's like to not have stress. You want to be free of all stress, and you don't want to live your life in any stressful situation at all, no matter what the circumstance, because people are, again, so adapted to all the stress in their lives that they think being stressful is normal, and being stressful is one of the worst things. So if we look at an animal, if you want something to follow, if you look at any animal, there's only two things it does when it's stressed out, and that's fight. So the animal stays and tries to resolve the problem, and it gets amped up, probably, fight. It could be calm in the situation, but most people, when they fight, just naturally, they are going to have, for the most part, they're going to have an adrenaline rush when they get into a fight. I'm not sure how, how famous people, UFC fighters and Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali, Bruce Lee, I would imagine that they have some control over and discipline over their atomic nervous system. So even though they're in a fight, they have some coldness to it. But that being said, I still feel like they're going to have some type of adrenaline rush, and they're definitely going to be exerting their body. So yes, there's definitely going to be stress on them. And because you can be in a fight and be relaxed and cool, for sure, but that doesn't mean you might get an adrenaline rush, basically. And any adrenaline rush is going to be stressful to the body, basically. That's the climax of sex, too. When you climax in sexual orientation, your body's giving out a very aggressive surge of energy when you orgasm. So that's something to look into it in itself. And that being said, being in a fight and being controlled, that takes some discipline. And then again, you're still going to be exerting the body. So you want to have as least stress as possible in your life, if not none at all. And since we're talking about fighters and Bruce Lee and Muhammad Ali, I also want to bring in, from my own experience, working out too excessively, pushing it, overdrive, going past your body's limits. You can always test that, but it's not a good thing for the body. Ways this can maybe feel good, you get euphoria, basically, because your body wants to kind of like dim the effect on the body. It kind of wants to push you away from that. So when you do stuff as like runner's high, running for super long periods of time, repetitively, obviously lifting super heavy weights and doing it all the time, and just overexerting the body, because it may not mess with you mentally, but it's definitely going to mess with you physically, and that will spread like a virus, that will spread or like a wildfire to you mentally, basically, and disturb you mentally. So you want to be as cool and calm as possible. And these people have control of their life. I don't want to make this video too long, but there's definitely some interesting subjects to touch upon. So when you're cool and collective or calm, so is your mind. They go pretty much hand in hand. Or your energy, you could say your energy too. And so once that's under control, your life is under control. You'll make better decisions. And all in all, you're going to feel good about stuff, because your perspective of it is probably going to be more neutral, and you're just going to feel good about it. You're just going to have more inclusive, but just overall better feeling about it, and also vision, perspective. So it's not good to overexert your body and exercise. Now, and I'm talking more so extreme exercise, to the extremities of certain things. Immersing yourself in cold water, very cold water, I don't think that's good to keep on doing that. I think that puts a lot of stress on your body. Again, it makes you feel good because the feeling is stressful. Same thing with like working out and running super long distances. So I want to bring that into light. A prime example of that. Obviously, people have different type of bodies, and some people's bodies can take beatings upon beatings, a lot of beatings, whereas like other people can't really do that much. And obviously it'd be more detrimental for them to do that. And I'm not saying it's not good to not exercise. It's not good to exercise, but it's better to do lighter and not push yourself, basically, in that regard. And this goes into deeper stuff, basically. So if you do very intense working out, it's going to make your body tired, hence it's going to make your mind tired, and you're not going to be able to focus. You could not be as calm, and because you're expending energy, basically, really intense energy, so it's harder for your mind to sit still. Then it's harder for you to feel enlightenment, basically. And then you're also tight. So there's a lot of things that go under that umbrella of working out too hard. You want to be as relaxed as can be in any given situation. So how to make this come to light? Any stress in your life, no matter what it is, especially from a partner, you should make your life as easy as possible. That's not to say you're not going to have challenges or want challenges in your life, but let's just say you don't know how to put something together. Now, if somebody's tired, again, they're going to get more thoughts. It's going to be more stressful because they're not going to want to do it. You're going to get more thoughts like, oh, this is too hard. I don't want to do this. Underlying cause being you're too tired. Or you don't have the energy, maybe the nutrition. You won't have the focus, basically. And you'll just have thoughts in your head while you're doing it, like, again, this is too hard. Why is this so hard? You just have a lot of thoughts when you're trying to maybe build something. Maybe you have self-doubt, or you tell yourself you can't do this, or you'll just feel bad about the situation. Maybe you'll get upset. Maybe you'll get angry about trying to build something or put something together. And this is, stress. This is stress. So even being very upset about something, being angry about a situation, about your girlfriend, or about some interaction that you had earlier, the calmer that you are, the better you're going to feel. And that's about any given situation, no matter what it is. So stress is not a good thing. And you want to eliminate the stress throughout your life, no matter what it is. If whatever work that it is that you are inclined to do. And that's not to say, again, recap that real quick, the challenges. You're going to have challenges, but to focus in on them, you're really going to get the answer. Or you're going to put it off till a time that you want to come back to it and get an answer. Challenges are different from stress. Stress is the way you react to it in a negative way, depleting your body, declining your body, whereas a challenge is just being still, being with it, and coming to a solution, or putting it off till you get one. So again, you don't want stress in your life, and whether it's your girlfriend, boyfriend, the work that you're doing, work ethic, or just some type of very intense physical activity that's causing a lot of your energy to go out your life, unless you're intending it to do that way. But again, you want to reduce the stress out of your body as out of any life situation in your life, basically. And it so comes worse to worse that you have to deal with, maybe you're getting bombed, your city, your town's getting bombed, village. The best thing to do is remain as calm as possible, because someone, again, who's scared and frightened is going to be in fear, while someone doesn't really care. And even to the extremity of the situation, even if it is atrocious, maybe a family member getting raped, you can do your best, whatever it is. But again, being upset about it, getting angry about it, is just going to poison your blood, your body itself, or upset about the situation, being frightened and scared, which again, there's nothing wrong with these feelings, but it's not a good state to live in. And if it so happens, so be, but at least we're gaining awareness. So even someone who gets angry, and let's say he does something about his anger, such as beat the person up, whether it's his girlfriend, his new boyfriend, or it's about some guy he had a problem with and he wanted to solve it, which is fine in itself. But even if he does win, so to speak, out of anger, he's still going to have that anger carrying over. He's going to have to. Because then it's just going to build his ego up. Or some other outlet's going to happen, create some thing in him. He's still going to be basically tense about it. So hopefully this helps. Have a nice day. Thanks for tuning in. Subscribe to the channel. Peace. And don't be stressed. Have a nice day.